Hey guys, I'm Saad, Microsoft MVP for Windows Development, and I'm here to demonstrate something about Xamarin iOS. So Xamarin is cross-platform and now acquired by Microsoft, and today we're just going to discuss about its capabilities of developing iOS application, that is with Xamarin iOS. Remember, Xamarin iOS and Xamarin Android are native stuff, which means that you create your user interface natively and your backend logic is in C#, following the same procedures that you follow in Android and iOS respectively, and same set of APIs as well, but translated in C#. Whereas if you want to develop cross-platform using XAML, so Xamarin Forms is the option where you want to go, where you need to go actually. And today we're just going to talk about Xamarin iOS only, just talk about the application lifecycle, whereas we'll also talk about laying out the interface using the storyboards, and also about how a view controller works, navigation, and things like that. So for now, I'll simply move to my screen, and where I have simply just created a new project in Xamarin iOS using Xamarin Studio and Mac, and it has amazing support. Whereas I'll switch my screens. There you go. So this is the project that I have already created, and I have references: system.core, system.xml, and Xamarin.ios. So the complete set of libraries of iOS is under Xamarin.ios. Whereas I have also option for adding some components and also adding some packages. Remember, when developing Xamarin iOS, it is based on .NET, and what you can do is that you can access all of the NuGet packages available right across there. Whereas you can also have the components, the pre-built component. For example, if you just go here, edit components, and get more components, and this is the component store of Xamarin Studio. Whereas you're having a lot of components here from Amazon AWS SDK, Azure Mobile Client SDK, IBM Mobile First SDK, Microsoft Band SDK, and a lot of SDKs are available there. Whereas if you just want to segregate that with respect to the type of components you're having, there are some user interface controls as well available. For example, signature pad for Xamarin and Windows, action alert, action back, action tray, advanced color, and things like that. But with that, if I just simply go and go to the packages, right click on that, add package, so the complete NuGet official gallery is available there. So your favorite NuGet package, that is Newtonsoft.json, available across Xamarin iOS, Xamarin Android, and Xamarin Forms as well. Whereas if you want to do go with NUnit, you can go with that, and all of the NuGet packages are available across there. But right now we're not going to add one. We are simply just going to go with the very simple things. Not gonna parse any JSON or web service. After that, we have assets.xassets, where in it, what you actually do is that you just add the assets. For example, if I want to add a new image set, I would simply just go right click, add an image, and then what I'm going to do is that I need to put in the images for 1x, 2x, 3x, respectively for universal, iPhone, and iPad. And for now, I would simply remove this. And after that, I have some resources here, and after that I have app.delegate.cs. So whatever happens in the iOS application is all registered in the app delegate, which means that the complete lifecycle is managed of the application is managed in the app.delegate.cs. For example, if finish launching, on design activation, did enter background, will enter background, and on activated, and will terminate. So all of the application lifecycle is happening inside the app.delegate.cs file. With that, I have entitlements.plist, and then I have info.plist, and the launch screen of storyboard. I'm not going to touch this one right now. And then you have main.storyboard, and viewcontroller.cs. So when you're designing the user interface in Xamarin iOS, so we actually mostly use the storyboard, which means that storyboards are mostly used for developing the user interface. In it you have different view controllers, and you can add in more view controllers. So the basic design pattern that is being followed across the Xamarin iOS development is the MVC structure, and that you got to follow. And right now what I'm going to do is that I have a view controller here, and if I just simply click on the view controller, I will have a class there that is view controller, and this is a class, and you'll be able to see that this is the view controller class available, which means that for this user interface, the backend file that is available to me is viewcontroller.cs. And there you go. So this is the file that is available to me, and that is for this view controller. For example, if I just add a new view controller, so there you go. Simply drag and drop it here. We'll simply change it invert size to 4.7. Not really for the good. And there you go. Ta-da! Yeah, that's good enough. And now if I simply just click on this, what I can do is that I can add a simple class here. For example, I want to name this view controller maybe channel line view controller, and simply tap enter, which means what it actually do is that it would simply create the channel line view controller.cs file. And if I just go back here, so there are 2 to 3 options. For example, if you just zoom in here, I have a class, I have a module, I have a storyboard ID. So for example, if you want to access the same storyboard, this is same view controller from this view controller that we already have in our application, how do you do that? Obviously you need an ID for this, that this ID has been assigned to this particular view controller. So for that we need to just copy this in storyboard ID as well. So that is for the navigation performed using the code. What you're going to do is that you need to just give them the storyboard ID. So next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to zoom out, and then there is label. And just like in Windows, what we actually do is that we just named label, and I would simply name it lbl_hello. And now I can easily access that label in viewcontroller.cs. So for example, this is the method view.load, or I can use that in any of the lifecycle method I want to use that, the page lifecycle method. And lbl hello dot text, which means that I can easily access the text and just put in here hello ch9 channel 9. There you go. And now I would simply run this. To run this, I should have installed all the simulators, and when you install the iOS SDK, it comes with that. And you also need to have the Xcode with you to do the development. And right now I'm going to just launch the iPhone 6s simulator and just tap run. The simulator will launch, and let's see what happens. And there you go. So the text is ellipsed, but you get the idea that you can change your text, and you can simply assign the values here. And what I can do is that just increase it. Obviously I'm not performing any constraints right now, and you can also do that quite easily. Just simply click on this, and then you can just apply the constraints. So you can pin the spacing, you can pin the size as well, the width and the height. Everything is pretty much easy here in the designer of Xamarin, whereas you can also access the same design and same storyboard in Xcode as well. Simply just right click over this, open with an Xcode interface builder. So the same storyboard would launch in the Xcode, and right now I'm not going to do that. And there you go. So this is the label. So now what I'm going to do is that, for example, if I just want to navigate from one page to another, what is the process of just doing that? I would say it's really easy. How is it that easy? I just need a view controller, and we call that navigation controller. Just simply drag and drop it here. So now I would do something really easy. And how would I do that? First of all, I'll give it a size here. That is 4.7, not inferred 1. I get to remove this view controller. And then I'm going to be here. There you go. So now first of all, this sign you see, the flag sign here, it just tells that which view controller would load whenever your application is going to launch. So I want to change that to the navigation controller, and I would just move it here, and there you go. And now the next thing I'm going to do is that I can simply just press a control, drag it, and there you go. And I can just set the relationship. So I can set the root relationship, which means that this navigation controller would launch this view controller as the root view controller. And now if I just want to navigate from this view controller to this one, for that I would simply just create a label here so that we can recognize that which view controller is this. And there you go. I can simply just say 2 or second. And for navigation purpose, I can simply put in a button here. There you go. Just increase of it. And just gotta name that button. For example, navigate. And I can simply press Control and drag it there and simply press show. So what would happen is that there you go, you're able to see the navigation tab here, navigation bar. First of all, I would change the title, main page, or maybe welcome to channel 9. And there I can navigate. So I would simply just run this application. And let's see if we are able to navigate from one view controller to another. And there you go, hello channel 9. And there you go, you're able to see the navigation bar here saying welcome to channel 9. I will simply press here navigate, and we're able to navigate to the second view controller. So now the good thing about this is that in iOS, it just manages the stack of the view controllers that you have, which means that if you move to another view controller, you're having navigation controller with that. So it will just simply maintain that stack, and if you simply use a gesture, you can navigate back, or maybe you can just press this one, the back button, and you can just go back. So this was the basic navigation using Xamarin iOS. And now what I got to do is that, for example, I have a button here and I just want to just display something. So for that, I need to place a button and place a button here. Just increase of it. And there you go. I'll just name it pop-up. And now, for example, if I just simply, first of all, I'll name this btn underscore pop-up. And for example, I simply just double click over this. So it would just take me to the respective view controller file, that is channel 9 view controller. I can simply press an enter, and it would just simply create the method for me. And in this method, I can display the pop-up. And to do that, I will use alert view controller. So UI alert alert view. Alert is equal to here alert view. I can simply just put in the values here. Title maybe welcome, and then the message welcome to channel 9, and then maybe I need to just put in null. No, I would simply place null here. Then the cancel button title, say OK. And then I just need to pass it parameters. No, I don't have one. So I'd say null. And there you go. So this is the alert view that I've created, your alert view. And just to pop it up, I would just simply go to do alert dot show. There you go. And now I'll stop it and just run this. Alright, so I can first navigate to the second view controller and then say pop up, and there you go. So there is our UI alert view controller, alert view, sorry, and it says welcome with the message welcome to channel 9, and the cancel button title is obviously OK. So if I just press this, it will just dismiss the overlay, and this is how you're able to just create a method. And inside the method you can just simply create the pop-ups, and for example, if you just go back or just navigate, I can do the stuff, and there you go. So this was a very basic introduction about the Xamarin iOS. And so for example, if you want to create some really amazing application for iOS, and you are a .NET developer, and you want to do something, and something really amazing in terms of developing amazing applications that are having amazing experience. So what you're going to do is that download your Xamarin Studio today, and Xcode as well with the iOS SDK, and you'll be able to just develop some really amazing applications. So just like I just demonstrated, that it's really easy to develop iOS application using Xamarin Studio, and the experience that we have here is really rich one. And all the experience you have with C# and .NET development, you can use that, and you can develop amazing iOS application. Same goes for Android. And for now, that's it, and we'll see you next time. And don't forget to just watch my series on Xamarin Studio of iOS, and that is basically targeting iOS 10, and you can learn a lot from there. That is a complete series for all of the developers which are there, want to learn about Xamarin. And thank you for now, and we'll see you next time.